Mobile game apps have always been something you do when you're bored. I mean, yeah, you could just screw up a little paper ball and throw it just to inevitably miss, but who needs that when you have a mobile version of it, and you still inevitably miss? But to a kid back in the 2010s, this shit was like a Game of the Year contender.
And now, the Game of the Year award goes to...
What the fuck?
Nowadays, kids get to play GTA and COD from the point of conception, but all I needed was a fruit shoot, a Jaffa cake, and PVZ on my tablet. Rest in peace to that legend of a tablet. So in memory of that lost soldier, we're taking a look back on old mobile games. But first, yes you! I can sense you're not subscribed to the Wozzer channel. What a loser! Everyone laugh at this man, he's such a loser. Think you want to have fun with the rest of us over here? Well, you should subscribe today. You get good videos, you get to hear about cool, interesting topics, and best, it's free. So stop being a loser and gain all the benefits I just listed by subscribing today. Plants vs Zombies is a somewhat tower defense game where you have to protect your house from zombies with the use of plants. It kind of explains why old people have such big gardens, just in case one of their annoying old friends wants to pay a visit. PvZ has to be one of my favourite mobile games ever, as it has different plants to combat different types of zombies. Except there is no plant that can combat the strongest one of them all, the footballer zombie. This fucker gave me nightmares. And there's different game modes as well, like walnut bowling where you hurl a fucking walnut down your garden. These guys can't catch a fucking break because they're either sent flying down a garden or sent to be eaten by bloodthirsty zombies. Now, Plants vs Zombies was so successful that I got 2 console games, Garden Warfare and Garden Warfare 2. I've just realised there's a third one, but who cares about that? Which I've only ever heard good things about. I would have gone more in depth with PvZ, but I kinda maybe want to make a video one day, so you know, on to the next game. I'm pretty sure Crossy Road is the first ever mobile game I downloaded. It's very reminiscent of the game Frogger, except now you play as a chicken. You don't just have to play it as a chicken, you can change your skin, and this actually changes the stages you're playing. And my personal favourite as a kid was the Pac-Man one, because you could change it and the whole game would look like Pac-Man. However, the game's changed a bit from when I played it. There's now a 2-player mode that functions, but there's also an absurd amount of ads now, and I literally can't go 30 seconds without getting another, and I'm not even lying about this. What happened to you, hipster whale? You used to be cool. Now you're just cheap and look cheapskate. But anyway, that's enough chicken murder for one day. Now I'm pretty sure everyone watching this knows what Subway Surfers is. It's an endless runner with 3 lanes and there's obstacles in your way. Quite an easy game to just pick up and play. Now I didn't play Subway Surfers much growing up. I mean, I knew it was there, but I totally forgot about it until like 2020 when it appeared below all those Family Guy accounts on TikTok. Forever staining its legacy. But yeah, it's a very simple game. But hey, watch this.
Why are we still here?
Fuck yeah! Child murder! Wozzer does not contain the act of child murder. This is simply a Pokemon Go. You know what Pokemon Go is.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
It absolutely enveloped the Earth in 2016. Everyone was playing this shit. Basically, you walk around your neighborhood and you click on nearby Pokemon and you attempt to collect them. And then once you've got good enough Pokemon, you can then go to nearby gyms. But sometimes the places Pokemon Go chooses to be a gym is quite weird. Sometimes you get a gym at a church where people call the gym's Pokemon Love is Love. They replied to this by calling the Pokemon a sodomite. Or sometimes you get a gas Pokemon at the USA Holocaust Museum. Now I love Pokemon Go. I just think this concept of allowing people to kind of transport themselves into a new Pokemon world is just amazing. But it did lead to a lot of car accidents, and some people even found dead bodies.
Where am I? What the hell?
Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's time for supper.
Unlike most mobile games, Dumb Ways to Die wasn't even meant to be one. It was originally a PSA about the dangers of train stations and also other dumb stupid shit you shouldn't do because you'll probably die. But due to the popularity of the music video, Playside Studios decided to make a mobile game based off of it. It plays a lot like WarioWare, where you have to play different mini-games and try and make sure that your character doesn't die. But it's a bit different now. A lot of the mini-games I remember loving as a kid are no longer here, and now you get ads during your game. Why do mobile game companies always have to bastardize their games, man? During the early 2000s, the world was taken by storm with CG animal movies, like Alvin and the Chipmunks, Air Buddies, and the Three Doggeteers. Only I remember that one though. So it's no surprise that in the 2010s, some of the biggest apps were talking-based animal games, but pretty much all of them were overshadowed by the Talking Tom app. But fuck Tom, Ben's the one we love around here. But the problem with these games is they got actually neutered to hell because of the controversy around Talking Angela. Basically, uninformed Facebook mums who don't know how technology works believe that there was a predator behind Angela's eyes watching your kid.
So like someone was behind the eyes watching you at all times, even if you're off the app and your phone's off.
Because there was this little chat feature where your kid could talk to Angela. But a lot of parents, not realising it's just a shitty AI, immediately jumped on the fact that it just had to be a predator talking to your kid. And just saying, if it happened to be an actual predator, that motherfucker needs some new topics to talk about.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Because of this, they got rid of the chat feature, which was basically the only standout of Talking Angela. But just because of the controversy, it didn't mean Talking Tom was over. They even got a fucking TV show, which played on network television.
Shut the fuck up!
Can't let gang know I fucked with the Talking Tom TV show. But enough of all that bullshit, let's look at the actual app itself. The Talking Tom games are actually quite reminiscent of like a Tamagotchi or something. You could feed it, you could play games, you could make him have a piss. But I think we all know the best feature is that you can call up Talking Ben.
Ben?
Ben, do you support racism?
Yeah.
And finally, our last game of the evening, Flappy Bird. Rest in peace. Flappy Bird was one of the most popular mobile apps as nobody can beat it. Friends would take turns trying to see who could get the farthest in the game and would quit after realising that no one would ever get to double digits. However, in 2014, the creator took down the game because it was addictive and apparently ruined people's lives. So because I couldn't play Flappy Bird anymore, I went to MLG Flappy Bird 420.
Peter, listen to me.
He's dead! Who are you?
Yeah.
But my hope will never die!
2014 was a different time, man. But Flappy Bird did actually come back. But the best thing to come out of Flappy Bird was Crushy Bird, as it allowed me to get triple digits in a Flappy Bird game, and I could get revenge for my 10-year-old self.
We will kill them all.
But Flappy Bird wasn't the only mobile game to be taken down off the store. A lot of the games I played as a kid have either been changed or are no longer available, such as Turbo Dismount, Angry Birds Star Wars, Andreo's World, and that's about it. If it's been a while since you played any of the mobile games mentioned in this video, I'd recommend checking them out again. Except for the ones that I say have got a lot of ads in them. Don't do it, it'll ruin your childhood. But anyway, that's about all I have to say, and I'm going to end this video the only way I know how. Ben, say subscribe to the channel.
No, I won't, you little bitch, 'cause I'm not a fucking sellout like everyone else, you little bitch.